but control politics as well. Like they don't, like they can get people on all three networks, get people to talk to all the major papers and media outside Americans read to say cheerlead for the war, and not know that the people who are getting them paid to do it, whether you see next time you see a general on CNN or Fox News or MSNBC, there's a better than 50% chance that they're probably being paid by one of these companies that, again, as soon as the first bomb dropped in Iraq, their stocks went right up and began to make more and more money from the shares of these investors. So it's like it's got a major benefit here. And these people are going to come on. They're going to come on media, TV, newspapers, and say, "Yeah, this is something we should do. We got to do this. Come on, let's go. Let's get these stocks rising. Let's go." Like that is the crazy situation. There's a great screenshot of Fox Business with Northrop up 4.41, Lockheed Martin up. More green, more money for the defense contractors as people are out there possibly soon, maybe even already dying. So it's very alarming. Just another sign of the apocalypse that we seem like this whole entire show is. All right. Good news. A new poll. New Year opens with a little break from our poll withdrawal. The CBS News tracking poll released Sunday found that Bernie Sanders is leading the Democratic presidential field in New Hampshire and tied for first in Iowa with less than 1 month to go before the caucus opens. So the choice for the nominees in Iowa, Sanders is up. Sanders, Biden, and Buttigieg are tied at 23 with Warren at 16. By the way, she's down in Iowa. Sanders is up 7 in New Hampshire at 27%. Biden at 25%, up 3. Warren down 13 in New Hampshire at 18%. And Buttigieg down at 3. Down 3 at 13%, and then Klobuchar. So yeah, Klobuchar, they're still trying to push her in there. And no better example of that than this incredible op-ed. The most electable Democrat. This David Leonhardt in the New York Times. If you're like a lot of Democrats, you worry that Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren are too liberal, or at least that other voters think so. You're not buying the Pete Buttigieg hype, and you get nervous every time Joe Biden opens his mouth. So where are you supposed to find a comfortably electable qualified candidate that won't turn 80 while in office? Aside from the 80 part, like you got it in Bernie Sanders. Like you got him beating Trump in every poll. Also clearly having tons of more grassroots support than any candidate in history. So much enthusiasm, so much committed support. 99.9% of the supporters haven't given the maximum donation yet. They haven't maxed out for him. These are all small donors. These are small donors coming in from every state in the country. Like the enthusiasm, the amount of people who say they're set on Sanders, like is higher than any other candidate by like at least 20 points if you look at the polling there. But what do we get from the media here? Senator Amy Klobuchar has become an answer to that question in the final month before voting begins. And the push to be from the establishment media, you're going to start to see, it's like, please don't make us pick Biden. I mean, I guess we kind of have to. I mean, some people, you can see some people in the establishment kind of jumping on board and being like, it looks like Biden's going to come down this thing. The media has tried their darndest to make Amy Klobuchar look like a thing, but it hasn't really worked. And that is something that they're going to have to, I think, come to terms with. And they are, I think, gradually coming to terms with it. You see more and more people, especially older, like establishment politicians, jumping on behind. Like John Kerry endorsed him recently, and that's another instance of, like, in the end, I think people are probably gonna have to come to Biden, but it's not like they still can't, if things just go right, give a boost, a good old fashioned boost to, as it's called, the old Clomentum push, which just makes one laugh every time one hears it. Anyway, so that is the push here. Klobuchar, to be sure, is not a finished portrait as a presidential candidate. Too often she sounds like a senator speaking in the legislative to-do list rather than a future president who can inspire voters. I wonder why that is. Maybe that's because who she is. She's not like a presidential politician by any stretch of the imagination. She's incredibly boring. She makes up 3 corny jokes that her staff has written for her that she repeats like 3 different times. And she's not the most electable. She's only one in Minnesota, which is is probably one of the most, if not the most Democratic state in the Midwest. Like, sorry. Like, you're not going to get me on that. It's like, I want a Michelle Bachmann's district. No. Sorry. Not going to happen. On that note, a special reminder that Bernie is the most electable. Sorry, David. Sorry, New York Times. It'll come in just under a month from now when Iowa is going to, I think, serve as a rude awakening to the establishment media. All right, that's all we got today for Newsflash. Thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow, Monday night, the 6th, for the return of Red Alert.